What's going on, family? Look, I just wanted to come on real quick and say as simple as plain as I can. Man, don't let this world weigh your heart down. You heard me? Don't let this crazy world weigh your heart down. For real. This shit fucked up. But you gotta be prepared for the worst. Cause this just the beginning, baby. It's just the beginning. You got it. Stay strong. Hold on.
What it do? What it do? It's your girl Riah X with the Riah X Show, and today I have the Galactic Human. How are you?
Hey, it's been a crazy day, but hey, I'm been doing good. How about you?
And all right, just wake up. It's a new day.
Oh yeah, it's a brand new day, so let's get this thing started.
Yes. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Where you want to start from?
Whatever you feel like starting with.
Okay, that's a bet. That's a bet. Well, a little bit about me. I'm the Galactic Human at Y.B.C. right?
Right.
I'm originally from Louisiana, but I stay out here in Austin, Texas. So been out here about 3 years or so. Yeah, going on 3 years. So just had to relocate and try something new in life, right? When you get so used to living a certain way and
Right.
getting, the same type of people and stuff, you know, I just had to move around and you know what I'm saying, and see a different perspective on life.
Definitely, you need to see a change of scenery, change of vibes. You know,
Yeah.
definitely. So I did check out your channel. I did check out your Spotify. And
Okay.
I did see, a lot about Bobby Hemmett. You know a lot about Dr. Phil Valentine. You know
Oh yeah.
about,
Oh yeah.
yes. So tell me a little bit about that. Tell me a little bit about your channel and what's it about.
It's really diverse, but it's who I am, right?
Right.
I always say we are spiritual beings having a human experience.
Right.
So, you know, just me being born into this life and me being born different and having to adapt to basically everything that was basically alien to me.
Right.
So I just started my path young. I've been on this journey a long time, but it's levels, so many levels of, trying to re we rewire your brain, right? Because so
Right.
many things that you've been taught in life is
Yeah,
really,
we've
you
been
know,
programmed.
right
Right.
to the T. I'm talking about to everything, and when you think about it, it's so crazy. But
Right.
my page, it just speaks of, what I'm saying, freeing yourself and living your dreams, right? Living your dreams and living your life, regardless of what anybody say, you know what I'm saying, and
Right.
how they view you. It's about living and being, in your peace, in your now moment.
Right. Your own perspective.
Right, right.
Right.
So with all of, the different videos I got on there, it's just, to break me out of the normal way of thinking that I've been taught, right? Because we
Right.
supposed to be elevating and you know, changing all the time. Change is always gonna happen. So,
Exactly.
I just found that knowledge probably like a little that was like 2 years ago. So it
That's
ain't had
exactly what I was about to ask you. I was about to
yeah.
ask you, like, what made you come to the realization to, be in tune with yourself and
Basically, because I grew up in the church, right? Grandma put me in the church, and you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, and that's all I basically knew growing up.
right.
And so, but I always knew it was just something else to life. Like you
It
I
just
just
felt something
always
was just
felt it.
missing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I went from the Baptist church to, to the Mormon church and to, what I'm saying, I finally, I think it was my cousin that actually just, he, because I was just going live every day on Facebook and
Yeah.
just asking questions and trying to figure out like
Just trying to learn.
why, yeah,
why reality is structured so a certain way, and when you think
Right.
outside the box, you know what I'm saying, you know you call crazy, or you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
called the conspiracy theory, all of all
You
the
get
little
called all kinds of shit.
terms that they done made, right?
Yeah.
And so it just freed me on a whole nother level, and then let me know that that wisdom is infinite, knowledge is infinite, right? And if
Yes.
you living off a limited belief, then your life you're gonna be
Limited.
living off, yeah, And so it's all about breaking free and actually, what I'm saying, understanding that we are one with the true supreme being.
Right.
And it's a lot of knowledge. I had to do a lot of reading, and like I said, this wasn't the type of person I was, because I hated reading books back in the day, and
Right.
all of the different things.
And
So
then
yeah,
now, since we have all this advanced technology, and especially in my era, that's when the internet started becoming popular, becoming
right,
more advanced. So now people are so stuck into their devices and they have a short attention span. So
right,
they don't even try to pick up a book or pick up a newspaper article, or even try to
right.
listen to something on YouTube that's informative or something like that.
Yeah, because the key is to always keep educating yourself, right? Because we see it, we in the artificial age, so it's quick to get, what I'm saying, sidetracked,
Right.
right? When there's millions of other people out there making millions of dollars just off of something simple,
Right.
right? And when you find out, you'll be like, it just was that simple, but they don't want to tell you, right?
No, of course not.
So yeah, that just helped me free myself to a whole nother level where I could just be like, but I always was that type of person doing music and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I've been doing music since I was 13 years old. So it's like,
Right.
I've been doing it. And so now I'm at the point where, I'm independent. I ain't gotta, to worry
Work for
about,
nobody.
yeah, worry about what's gonna happen under the table and all those type of stuff.
And
It's
being
all
able
me.
to put out the stuff that you want to put in your music, not something that they're telling you to
Right.
put out.
Exactly.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your music.
My music, it goes, I try to put a little, what I'm saying, a little esoteric knowledge in it as well, but I still like to give the people what they want, the people of the world, right? Because they
Right.
still want what they want. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I always be true to, when it
Who you
comes to
are.
when I'm doing it. Yeah, when I'm doing it, it's always a meaning and a message in my music,
Right.
right? And so I, like I said, before I, started getting on Uncle Bobby and all of these different lectures, right?
Right.
I was doing Christian rap at first, you know what I'm saying? But when
Oh,
I
okay.
finally got in a, switched over in church, but before then, I was in a group called Y.B.C.
Mm-hmm.
and we had did our thing for, we was supposed to be right there. We was like right there behind Hurricane Chris when he was coming out, but you know
Oh,
what I'm
wow.
saying? Everything had fell apart, just because I just had a different path in life and I didn't
Right.
understand that at that time.
Right.
So, I just,
And you were
was
really
on the
young.
music.
You were about what? 17 when you signed your first
Yeah, I was like 16 going on
6.
17.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like, it was really, amazing thing, right?
Right.
Did our first official video, and it was lit. We was for the, be on BET and all of that stuff.
Right.
But things changed. So,
Yup.
but I never gave up on my gift. I never
On your
gave up on
dream.
my
Yeah.
talent. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I had to learn and learn the business side of it. Really, how to get your stuff out there without having to be on a label. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But still have to promote yourself and do all these different things. When you're independent.
Right.
So yeah, and I've been doing it, like I said, on and off, but this time I'm, been on it for real, for real.
So when did you come into a realization that you were into music? Were you you were young?
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
believe,
was young. I always say, when I seen Lil Bow Wow on the little screen rapping,
right?
that's when I started rapping really. Cause I
Right.
was like, dang, if this little kid can do it, I can do it
I
too.
can do it too.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so, but I always loved music growing up. I always listened to all the greats that came before us, right?
Right.
Um, and so it just I just picked up a computer one day and just found out how to start recording myself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And eventually, passing out CDs and, going out there trying to get in little talent shows and just let people, know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And eventually I just started meeting a lot of people that wanted to get on it and, started my own little studio and all that stuff. But like I said, when I dig deep inside, it was just like, do I really want to do this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or is this just a hobby? And I had to make my mind up with it. And through them years, I, got in connect with other people that was like, y'all got talent, man, but it's where y'all at.
Right.
So as long as y'all where y'all at, ain't nobody gonna hear you. And so yeah, that always stuck in my mind, even though all the times that I used to give up, I would always, like I said, I had people that hit me up from Def Jam, all kinds of crazy
Oh
stuff
wow.
years ago. And this one, like I said, when I was just posting every day, every day, every day, tagging
Wow.
people every day, you know what I'm saying? But now, I just, I ain't even about that no more. I'm just doing it my way and I ain't gotta worry about, you know what I'm saying, trying to get signed to a label when I am the label. I am I'm more than an artist. I am my brand, right?
Right. I have to ask you this. What made you want to start getting into podcasting?
Oh man. It really just the spirit really, because I really, you get to a zone where you just like you gotta speak your mind and voice your opinion. Because if you
Right.
don't, you really don't exist. If you ain't a voicing your opinion, you got millions of people talking about the same thing every day. Who really
Right.
thinking though? If you everybody talking about the same thing. So when I wanted to do it, it wasn't because I want to be seen and all that. Because I'm really not that type of person, right?
Right.
I'm, more chill, lay back on the hookah and, writing
Yeah.
beats every day, writing songs every day, or listen to Uncle Bobby and, you know, reading the books. And
Right.
so, but, it just took me to that level where it's like, people always used to hear me say, man, you got a very powerful voice, you know what I'm saying? And I just had to, get out, break the ice, you know what I'm saying? And just
Yeah.
put myself out there.
So
But
I
I had to
so
go through a lot of soul searching.
right. So at first you were like a little nervous to get on camera and stuff.
Oh yeah, you know. And so, what I'm
Yeah.
saying, I was doing it like for years, like I said, posting these videos
You
every
right.
day, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, yo, you gotta still be you too. And I was like, you're right. So, what I'm saying,
Can't
I
get
had to
lost in
break
the sauce.
right, had to break the ice and find me and, find my voice.
Right. So with that being said, do you feel would you continue your career as an artist or do you want to
Oh yeah,
continue
I
it?
mean, I I got to, because it's like, that's what grounds me, because I'm always listening to Uncle Bobby and all the
Yeah.
different lectures, and that stuff will have you, so it'll take you off the planet, right?
Right.
Because there's so much knowledge in,
Yeah, knowledge is
saying,
infinite. You
yeah,
definitely get lost in the
you'll
sauce.
get lost in space out there. And so the music is what keeps me grounded, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I sit here and that's my best way to express myself. So I sit here and I still write my music. So that's gonna always be on 10, because I got too many beats and instrumentals to even say to, I stop.
Right, right. You went to school for it? If you don't mind me asking?
Yeah. I went to Los Angeles Film School, you know what
Oh
I'm
wow.
saying? But with the pandemic and everything, it just threw everything out. So
Oh
it's
man,
like I'm
yeah.
ready to go on. I ain't have number like 3 or 4 months left, and I, would have went on and got it out the way.
Right.
But I'm always making beats, and you know what I'm saying, and dealing with all the different things that they've been teaching me through the school. So because I
Right.
already got all the videos and archives and stuff just to keep me going.
Right.
So hopefully this thing be over with soon, because but it's like they
I
wanna
hear that
still.
I hear a lot of things are opening back up now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they been open, but it's the Ford is the phases. That's what they going off of.
Right.
Down here, we like in the second phase, so people can
Oh, okay.
take off their masks and walk in the store now, but still, they still got, what I'm saying, certain places got restrictions of how many people can be in there, you know.
Right. I've noticed that too because I'm in Atlanta. And as far as like people wearing masks and stuff, certain like places you go to, you have to wear a mask. I know
Hmm.
if people who don't drive and they take Uber, you still have to wear a mask.
Oh yeah. So it's like, the brainwashing, man, it's been lasted since last year. And so,
Right.
you know, it's all about, they trying to control people, but they can't, you know what I'm saying? Those who follow for it, they choose it on their own, right? Nobody made nobody take that shot. So
Right.
it's true.
So what do you think about the vaccine? I'm just
Uh
curious.
Me, I don't trust it, you know what I'm saying? With
Right.
all the research and all, just not even the research, just the stuff you can see, you know what I'm saying, that's been going around the world, something ain't right.
Right.
And so just how they promoted it, and all of a sudden they just, at first they didn't have it, then all of a sudden they came out with it. So
Hmm.
one of the elders was saying they been had the vaccines
Hmm.
the whole time. And so it's crazy, how they manipulate,
Right.
people so easily, you know what I'm saying? But we supposed to be free and have a choice to, you know, make that decision.
Do you feel that later on they would make it to the point where it's mandatory to have a vaccine when it comes to people who work regular jobs and
Yeah, yeah. Um, I don't think it's gonna get to that level, because it's already so many people that done, you know what I'm saying, that done participated in it, right? You can't
Mhm.
even basically talk about it because they got this thing patent. That's why when you talk about it online or whatever, and you see the little deal down there, they letting you know this, we own this disease. We own it. It's ours.
Right.
So you can't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
when you do, that's when a logo pop up on the bottom of your video or whatever your text or picture. You know what I'm saying? So the AI that got so smart to where they ain't even, they don't run none of the social media. It's all ran by the
Nope.
AI. So it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot. It's like I just think that that whole thing. I've always thought that that shit was fake. Like,
Oh
because like for example, like the fact that people have to wear masks. One of the symptoms of COVID is shortness of breath. That already is restricting you from breathing.
right.
So why?
And
So
we
why?
was doing their research, and they was saying that there's particles that's in the mask that's
Right.
making you, you know what I'm saying,
And
shortness of breath.
and then on top of that, knowingly, these people do not. Most people don't even replace those masks. You know, the little
Hmm.
disposable ones, and
That's
the
the
little
ones.
yeah, and also the cloth made ones or whatever. Just they don't even wash those.
Right.
And even if you do, germs are still getting into it. You are still breathing in that.
Yep.
It just
So,
does it
it's just a very weird time we living in. And,
very.
you know, those that can't see, you know what I'm saying, hopefully they'll, see it for what it is one day.
Right. So what do you think about how on the news they be showing Black Lives Matter, Asian Lives Matter, LGBT pride and all these things. Do you feel that these are trying to distract people from what's really going on?
Um, I wouldn't say it's a distraction, right? Because everything you viewing, you know what I'm saying, you when you pay attention to it, you give your energy to it anyways.
Right.
So it's just a matter of fact what people are, paying attention to. If you're gonna fall for the okie doke and, give your energy away to all the nonsense and madness that's going on in the world,
Right.
you're gonna be tired, you're gonna feel drained, right? You'll be up all night stressing, right?
Right.
I've been getting the best sleep ever. These, you know what I'm saying? You can't let these people, you know what I'm saying, stress you out and play with you, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, of course they got agendas,
Right.
they all got agendas. But long as you aware, it's not really a distraction, it's just another, you know what I'm saying, another play, another TV show actually. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They ain't nothing but actors.
Right. It's a TV show within a TV show.
Right.
Right. So talk to me about whatchamacallit. You said life is a video game.
Yeah.
So talk to me how life is a video game so people could know.
Okay. Um it just goes down. We can just simply talk about the little simple cliches that we done heard all our life, right?
Right.
Like
Right.
dogs are man's best friend. Hmm. But who really told you that? Right?
Right.
And you know in the back of your mind, if you got a dog and you don't feed that dog for a couple of days, that joker gonna start looking at you like, hey,
Like, hey.
you dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
Right? Another little cliche. What they say, diamonds are a girl's best friend, right?
Ah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all we could talk about it all night, you know what I'm saying, about how that we get programmed just off of little words like that, right? What's another one? Oh yeah, I remember how they used to talk about black cats. You know what I'm saying? You be scared of a
Yeah,
black
super
cat and you don't,
yeah.
and the cat don't even be knowing why you scared of it.
Right.
Right? You scared of the black cat because you thinking of witches and all this other stuff. And what's the other one? The cat steal the baby's breath and stuff. Man,
Yeah.
we believed every little thing they done told us. So you just gotta sit back and think for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that takes a lot of a lot of energy. That's
Right.
why I had to move around because it was everybody that thought they knew me and kept calling me by my name and you know what I'm saying, telling me who I supposed to be. Right. I
Right.
never knew who I was because they was always telling me who I supposed to be. Right. But when I got
Right.
out here, I was able to start looking at stuff through my own perspective, my own views,
Mm,
and being able to judge it from my own point of view
right.
instead of what I'm saying, thinking what somebody else gonna say. If I say
Right.
this or think of this, right?
Right.
So it goes on so many levels. That's why I said I don't want to get too deep, you know what I'm saying? But just a little
Yeah, I
simple
just wanted
stuff
you to
like
give
that,
just a little insight so
you know
people
what I'm
would
saying?
understand like what exactly like is the matrix. What exactly is the you know?
Yeah, it's all in your brain. Everything you've been taught, you know what I'm saying, since you've been a little kid, you know what I'm saying, you've been indoctrinated, right?
Exactly.
And so you gotta go back, and I had to go back over a lot of things and really think, like, man. And when you really start thinking, you come to your own terms, right?
Right.
Because we taught to be scared of the devil and God and everything. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Right.
Don't look in the broken mirror and don't walk under a ladder and every little thing, all those stuff
They're just
shapes
basically
your
pro
reality. All of it shapes your reality because what you
right.
believe, right? Your subconscious mind rules your reality. So whatever you believe, your subconscious mind don't know what's real, what's fake, or what's reality.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they know how to control your subconscious mind down to the T through images, through the songs, through the food, basically everything, you know? And
It's
so it's nothing to be scared of once you become aware and you have knowledge that
But that's the
you know what
thing.
I'm
They
saying?
know right now that people are starting to become aware of this.
Oh yeah, they've been new, but
Right.
it's on a greater scale now because it's so obvious now. Everything is so obvious to the point where if you can't see, you just blind.
Yeah, you definitely blind because they've been shoving this type of subliminals in our faces nonstop in everything that people watch and everything that people see on the social
Yeah.
media and news, and it's all there. And that's the
Oh
thing,
yeah.
they predicted these things to happen.
Oh yeah, it's all written. That's why, once you know what time you in and you know what I'm saying, you can just have gratitude and be able to see the good and the bad through everything, but don't let it affect you on an emotional level. Because
Right.
that's what's going on. Most people being affected on the emotional level. So they
Hmm.
shooting every weekend, stealing babies, and we can go down a list of all the madness that's going on. All hell
Right.
done broke loose since the last year.
Right.
So you just gotta be grateful, you know what I'm saying, and be grateful for the people that you do have in your life and that you can speak to on these type of things. Because most people they're going, like we living in Mayberry and pretending to this stuff till they say it's over on the news,
Right.
right? But they'll never say it's over because they want to keep it going
And that's the
because that's
thing,
all they
like
got.
they made COVID-19 this big old thing. But what happened to Ebola? What happened to
Right,
HIV? What happened to AIDS? What happened to all these other diseases that are just as deadly?
right. They all dead now because they focusing on one thing. But like we
Right.
said, all of them they got all of them patent and copywritten. All this stuff they own.
Right.
Right, all of this stuff was created. You
Right.
know, and so they just had to figure out how to unleash it on the world.
Right.
But they couldn't do it over time. That's why you heard about Ebola and West Nile virus and all of these different things until it came down to the that 19.
But am I tell me if I'm right or wrong. Um back like years and years ago, before all this, we didn't our people didn't have diseases. It was brought to us. Am I right or wrong?
Right, right. You know what I'm saying? And also we create these diseases as well as vibrating low on a low frequency,
Mm,
right?
right.
Because you can see somebody, they look sick because they lifestyle and how they, how they talking and the way they go about their life, they bring on those type of things as well. So
Right.
it goes back to in the mind too. But
Right.
the main deal was to create it and spread it as well.
Right.
But it's all a frequency.
Right. And it would make it more fragile for people under 25 due to the fact that their brain isn't fully developed. Am I right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's how they lure children even more with all the like the type of music that they're putting out and the things
Oh
that they
yeah.
see on their everyday
Yeah.
shows and all that. Yeah.
All through the hidden signs.
And then you do notice that they're starting to teach children about sex orientation.
Yeah, and that's a whole nother subject, a whole nother video, because it's like, whoo, they know, they got to start with the kids because they know most majority of the adults are already controlled.
Right.
That's why they got to get you and control you while you're young, and you know what I'm saying,
And
put you
it's
in that.
messed up because a lot of us that well some of us that moved to the United States came from another country or whatever the case may be, was born in the United States. We're put into the school system, and the fact that we're being taught their his story,
Yeah.
We're not being taught exactly where we come from, where our people come from. We're being taught their story.
Exactly.
And it
And
all
so,
starts from there.
yep. Their story, their language, you know what I'm saying? Their culture, all of it.
That's the thing. They don't have a culture. They
Exactly.
just
You know,
made
they just fabricating like they, you know.
right. They
You know
just
what I'm
made
saying?
all that up.
Exactly. So it goes on so many levels where, you know, it gets wild when you think about it.
Y'all be
But
sitting here thinking about it like it's fucking crazy.
yep. But they know, we already won. That's the killing part. We already won. And so with the consciousness of the earth rising and, the people that are becoming more conscious and awakened, they can't stop it, you know.
Right.
But everybody supposed to be free, right?
Right.
But what they want is, everybody to go along to get along, like Kwame Brown
Yeah.
said, right?
I
And
said that.
so they're gonna keep following, and but the truth is out there. So yes,
So you already knew about whatchamacallit, Bill Gates trying to block out the sun, right?
yeah, but on a greater scale, that sun that they trying to block is not the real sun, right?
Exactly. They
You
can't
know,
block it.
mm-mm. So yeah, they just running scared. There ain't really too much they can do, you know.
Right. It's because they know that their entire race is going to be wiped out.
Exactly. We in a great time of separation. And so, you got to separate from a lot of people for real. Because a lot of people ain't going to want to think for themselves. They want to depend on the government and believe the CIA agents on the news when they just, they'll give you the little bit of truth.
Right. They'll give
Give
you
you a little bit of truth, but a
they
whole
throw
lot of
little
lies.
hints in there. They throw little hints in there, but they're gonna throw all them white lies in there too.
Yeah, so, but yeah, they throw him, man. Bill Gates saying he can do what he tried. You better go on, try to go to Mars, but Mars ain't even real, so you ain't landing nowhere because
Yeah.
it's all a matrix.
Right. And
Right.
then you see all these I believe that there was a few young children who already paid to get ready to go to SpaceX.
They don't know where they about to go. Where to go get lost out there
Baby.
because ain't nowhere to go.
It's like
Earth is the only
we
place
can't
that he.
we can't even go past what the ozone layer, I believe.
Right. You
So
can't.
isn't it like suicide?
Basically, what the Bible talk about the fire, the swords that's blocking the tree.
Mm,
It's all symbolic, but you ain't leaving this earth.
no.
Not in no physical way. It's gonna be spiritual, not in no physical way. So
Right.
all
So
the UFOs and all that stuff, they can leave all that
yeah,
stuff alone. You know what I'm saying?
I actually, now that you say UFOs, I was actually just finished watching a few clips of like, you know how like they spotted like tetrahedron UFOs going around.
Yeah.
Do you believe that's actually something actually happening, or do you believe like they're just making this shit up and
Like
they
I
just want
said,
people to
all
like
all this stuff is just a big movie. We all dreaming right now,
right,
right? And when we was taught when we died, that's when we truly wake up from the dream,
right.
right? So they want the dream to keep going because they know, you got a lot of energy they can feed off of. So they'll make you believe whatever, right? Like Uncle Bobby say, you would believe Mickey Mouse is God if they told you. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So you'll believe anything if you fall for it. I'm telling you, I was mad when I started reading all these different books, but they was telling me not to read it. Just read the Book of Mormon and the Bible. Don't read those books over there
Of
I'm
course,
like,
they're
why?
gonna. That's exactly what they're gonna tell you because First of all the actual books are in the Vatican.
Oh yeah, them that they gonna charge you $1 million for you trying to go buy one of them
Just
books.
to even stare, just to even look at it without even touching it.
Okay.
Right.
So,
But that's the thing. I believe you can find all this on the internet. That's with everything.
oh yeah, because they forget stuff. That's why they always gotta write stuff down and keep notes and stuff. And so it done got to a point where they just like, fuck it, we gonna let some of this stuff out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And see who really believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Most people ain't.
It's just
They gonna stay in there. It's the same old book they been reading, right? Or haven't been reading because they have. Because if they was reading it, they would have been figured it out by now.
right.
So
I believe isn't there something in the Bible where they let you know that you need to find your purpose in life.
yeah, because that's what we were supposed to be talking about: purpose and self love, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, there is a true purpose in life, but you gotta find it, right? You gotta find your purpose.
Right.
If your purpose was to come down here, get drunk every day and bullshit and have nothing, then that's
So
your
be it.
purpose, right? But I knew my purpose. I knew it, right? I knew I was supposed to do this music, but I knew it was something else to it.
Right.
And so understanding this knowledge and because like I said, my whole life was, it was a maze. I had to get up out that because every day it was like it was always some crazy stuff going on, right?
Right.
And I was born a crack baby, so me growing up and like I said, I was already alien to the world and me
Yeah.
having to adapt and you know what I'm saying, fit in and go to school and learn to get a job. All this stuff was so alien to it.
Right.
Like I said, it was people that had jobs, they was 13, 16.
Right.
I'm saying I was rapping. That's all I knew. Rap, rap, rap. We going to, we done did so much.
Yeah.
So, we fell out and had to go our separate ways. It was like, man, I'm still gonna do this music because that's all I knew.
Yeah.
Right? That's all I knew. And so I just, took my steps day by day, trying to figure out how I was gonna get out my little hometown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I had that chance, it was over. Shoot. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
But,
that.
out here in Austin, I'm loving it, you know what I'm saying? Doing music. Have a little show once a month, you know what I'm saying, to things pick back up and open up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's been like once a month or every other month. And so just grateful for that, just to be free and still live my dreams, even in the midst of this hell we going through, right?
Right.
Because every day is a battle.
I remember I was as I was looking through your YouTube, I seen Brother Panic, I believe.
Yeah.
Brother Panic,
Okay.
and he was explaining how that this actually is hell, that this is the underworld.
Yeah, this basically the underworld, right?
Right.
Because we was taught that it was just one universe, and this universe, and I mean this world, and the sun is the center of the galaxy and all that.
Yeah.
But it's millions of different realms out there, and
Right.
so when he's speaking on that, we saying that the mere fact that humanity, because you have human and you have animal, you have female and you have male, and you
Right.
have angel and you have demon, or light and darkness, whatever you want to call it, light and darkness.
Right.
So when somebody can live their life to the fullest and you know what I'm saying, they can turn up every weekend and every day, what level they vibrating on.
Right.
Me, I be vibrating so high to the point where, you know, I actually have to attract people into my life versus,
Repel.
uh, you know what I'm saying, repel them,
Yeah.
right? So, but though I'm vibrating high, I'm already keeping low vibrational people that's not even gonna mess with me no way. So it's
Right.
always, you know what I'm saying, always going up. So the higher you go up, because this universe is a spiral, we going, that's why a tornado spirals down, because this universe is made out of spiral.
Right.
We going through a time loop. That's why the time clock goes a certain way. We
Right.
going through this time loop, but time and space don't exist.
Right.
So that's what we mean when we say
It was
we
the
in,
was it the
yeah.
question was it the Greeks who created the calendar and time, or was it the
Oh no, they're like this on a whole nother, this on a whole lot, a whole other level. But they got their own gods though. That's what we
right,
saying. They got their own God, just like we
just
got
like
our own creator.
right,
Okay.
and just like India has their own gods, Egypt,
Yeah, yeah.
the
So
deities.
how can you say I'm the only God and I'm a jealous God when there's so many other deities? So it don't make sense. So
It
worship
doesn't.
me and don't worship no other gods besides me.
And with people who are at Christian churches, Catholic churches, because I did grow up in a Catholic household.
Okay, okay.
So at the end of a prayer, we would say, and wouldn't it be? Aren't they praying to Amun Ra? Am I right? Or am I right? Or am I wrong?
No. Even they work them letters God together, that's a whole different entity. You calling on a trickster. A
Ah,
trickster.
a
A
trickster
trickster.
god.
He really not, he an angel. That's the killing part.
Ah,
It's an angel. So when you call and put them letters together, you actually calling on this trickster god that is basically the master of confusion, right? So just by you uttering them words and saying them together, you know, that's why
yeah.
most of your prayers ain't really happening. Because you think, you know
Ah,
what I'm saying?
okay,
And
that
if
makes
they do
sense.
happen, they take a long time to happen, don't
Yeah, it do. Yeah, it
they? So
do.
I was talking about that I think that was the other day on Facebook Live when I was, you know, most of my powerful prayers that happened was the ones that when I wasn't using this English language because it's already fabricated as well.
Right.
It was them
It has
ones when I
no.
was
It
just
doesn't
go
send out
into
any
that deep spot
vibration.
and just think on it, what I wanted to manifest, and it would come
Right.
instead of praying and begging what you really doing
Yeah,
to
because
you.
you're begging. You're not commanding. You're supposed to command, not
Right.
beg.
So yeah, it's on a greater scale, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's
But
crazy.
the true creator is within. That's what they are. That's what they don't want you to know. You know what I'm saying? That's what they don't want our peoples to know.
They don't want us to know that we are all gods and goddesses. They don't. They don't want us to know that.
Yeah, yeah. So
Wow.
it's deep.
That's really deep. It like I just every other day I just be thinking about it, like people don't really even know their true purpose yet. And
No.
and there's people that, it's already too late. They're like for example, um let's say my grandparents or something like that. Um they grew up, believing in God, going to church every Sunday, going to school, watching certain things on television, getting up and having a certain routine every day.
Every day.
They're
They better
already,
not. I'm telling you, I
yeah.
know what you're talking about.
So it's like trying to that's why we can't push our beliefs on nobody, because
No.
trying to open their minds and try to show them these things, they're gonna look at us like we're motherfucking crazy.
I was that person too at one time, believe it or not. I'm talking about I wouldn't miss a day at church, wouldn't miss a Bible study, right? But I had to go through that phase in order to, you know what I'm saying, get to that point where I could start believing in myself. But see, that's what they don't want you to do.
Right.
You got to keep believing with all your heart and mind to the rest of your life. till you make
And
it
they
to.
emphasize fear a lot and
Yes,
self-hate.
yes. And that's why I got to that point where I just couldn't, because when I started really reading and interpreting them for myself,
Mhm.
my soul just couldn't agree with, you know what I'm saying, something that's basically saying I'm cursed and I'm all this. But all other races blessed though, right?
Right.
But we cursed, so we gotta be slaves, right? So that ought to tell you something else.
I'm gonna ask you a weird question. Okay, so the other day I was having a conversation with somebody, and they were telling me, you see how Caucasians, right? And then there's Asian. So Caucasian, the caucus stands for dead Asian, right? Somebody was telling me that that's not even a real, what I should say, they're not human.
You can say that, but well, when they say that, they mean that they basically the descendants of the Neanderthals, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, and those was like basically the people that was kin to Bigfoot. Just keep it real, okay?
Right,
Right.
right. Okay.
It's kin to Bigfoot, and so these they descendants through us though, right? Because at one point, uh, they died off, right?
Right.
But most of the women that didn't die off, they got with our ancestors because they was like, hey, yo, these people at least know how to hunt and eat, wipe their ass and talk,
Right.
all these different things that they didn't know. Right?
Right.
They had
And
to
they were
learn.
taught they were taught a lot by the Moors, am I right?
Right, right. A lot of our, ancient Moors, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want, black or Moor, whatever you want to call them. They got many different names.
Right.
So yeah, that's who they come from. You know what I'm saying? That's who they parents are. But we they big, we the big parents. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've been here for millions of years, coming down here. You know what I'm saying? Living a dream.
Right.
Because what we are, we can't be destroyed. We not actually from that planet. That's why they say the aliens made the pyramids. They won't give us our ancestors. They created. So they'll make you believe in alien stuff,
Right.
right? Because if we knew that it was us that made them, we'll be like, if we made the pyramids, imagine what we can do right now at this time and moment. We can change this whole reality.
Right.
And that's why they built the pyramids to keep the frequency high on this planet, right? Because they knew the
Uh-huh.
frequency was going to go down. And that's
Wow.
where we at. We in the realm basically of death right now. That's why they want you to wear the mask and get you scared to go take this thing when you got an immune system,
Right.
right? You got a soul, and your soul can't be destroyed. So what you scared to die for?
Right.
So that's why they had to put it that way. And
Wow.
like I said, it's going, this year was been the crazy. Just I knew this year was gonna be crazy when they, so-called say Trump told them people to go up there to their dang capital and do what they did. But that all this stuff
Mm-mm-mm.
was another stage act.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Wow. That's crazy. So there was something I was watching. I think it was like probably a week or two ago. It was something on spirit science, I believe. I seen that they had created an artificial. I'm not. I think it's called the Kundalini. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
And
Artificial cooling.
not Kundalini. I think it's called something else. But
Yeah.
they had created that by the you know how like they have that conspiracy where the Bermuda Triangle where
Right,
people are
right.
disappearing.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that? I'm just curious.
Uh, let's see the uh the triangle or the pyramid is the most powerful shape down here. So yeah, it's a lot of strange things that can't be explained like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They ain't got no control over that, right? So yeah, that's something that's actually spiritual. It's
Mm-mm.
like with all of everything that's going on with the building collapsing out there in Miami. All of these different things are letting us know what time we in, right?
Right.
But you can't be scared of it, right? It's
Mm-mm.
just the spirit within you just showing you what time it is. So where we going, the world we going is the real realm,
Right.
right? This all was a test to test your ego and you know what I'm saying? See, if you can get through your traumas and all of this little stuff you think you went through, you
Right.
really put yourself through, right? Because it's get deep. Like I said, when you think about it, but when you understand it, you have that knowledge. So you like, hey, I can't be destroyed. So if this world end or not,
Right.
you still gonna live something greater than this life here. This was all just a test to see if
Wow.
you really gonna be ready for the real life, where you creating your own reality and being able to hold your emotions and not get mad at every little thing or let something make you sad and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but the but that triangle though, they better not they know not to go out there messing with this stuff. So yeah,
Right.
they know.
Right.
They know.
That's crazy. So tell me about tell me a little bit about spirituality, like,
Yeah.
and how important it is, so people know.
Okay, okay. Man, right now, at this time right now, your spirituality supposed to be the your main concern, basically. Your optimal health, all of those things play a part in your ascension of becoming, back to Christ. Right?
Right.
Because we down here living as Lucifer. You tempt it every day, right?
Right.
You can fall short every day.
Right.
So when it comes to spirituality, it's not a religion, right?
Right.
So it goes back to Dr. Sabi when he brought that type of consciousness, he was just letting you know, hey, you can vibrate on a higher level if you stop eating meat for a little while, man. If you
Right.
just lay off of the drinks and the cookies and all the other stuff, you will actually feel your power, right?
Right.
And so when it comes to spirituality, you take it and learn, but it's levels to it. Never get stuck at one spot. Because once you get stuck at one spot, that's when you ain't no different than the person that's still in the church. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
Talking about God saved me or whatever, right?
Right.
And so I had to learn it. So you know, when I first got onto it and I was listening, man, I had phone was off. I ain't speak to nobody, nothing.
Yeah.
I thought I was out here on my own for a while, but it was my ego testing me to see did I really want to know the knowledge or did I want to be somebody to say, look, this is what I know. I know this. You don't know this. I was never that type of person. I
Right.
was always trying to get the knowledge so I can be like, yo, who else can I tell about this knowledge? Cause I'm
Right.
like, I've been manipulated my whole life with all of this knowledge, the information and the language, all this different stuff. And so I had digged within and just I'm talking about I had went through a mode where like I said, I just work, go back home, I'm reading, writing, all these different things.
Yeah.
And until that one day I was just sitting in my room meditating. And I actually felt how powerful we really are.
Mm.
And I was like, yo, I said, I ain't ready for this, man. I tapped that for a while.
Right.
And but when I realized it, like I say, once you realize you actually one with the supreme being, you like, man, I've been tricked the whole time. Who the hell I've been praying to though? That's
Right.
the question. Who the hell I've
That's
been praying to?
that's the real question.
Yeah. And that, and I had people, calling me from the church and was like, man, don't be calling yourself a God. I'm like, haven't I showed you Christ in the flesh? All the stuff I done went through, addicted to everything.
Right.
And now it ain't nothing. I can quit anything cold turkey.
Right.
My mind has elevated. I'm not actually lusting and desiring over these things because I know it's all just a dream. So why get addicted to something that's not even real?
Right.
When you can actually tap in and feel all these different feelings just by meditating and you know what I'm saying, wanting a better life, wanting a better world, seeing a better world. Why you think they ain't trying to they ain't trying to show you a better world? That's why they showing you the doom and gloom because they know if you focus on that, the world gonna keep going down into the spiral instead of spiraling up and getting up out of this matrix we in.
Right.
Right? Because the earth ain't going nowhere. Right? The earth been here for millions of years. It's done survived through the dinosaur thing. Like I was telling people, we done been through all kinds of apocalypse. You think the creator of this world gonna let the world in? No.
No.
Want you to keep coming down here so he can keep feeding off you. Right?
Right.
And so no, the world is not gonna go nowhere, but we gotta reclaim our minds, and reclaim our reality.
Right. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. That really needed to be said though.
That's what spirituality is. You know what I'm saying? Reclaiming your mind and reclaiming your reality.
Right.
You down here to hack the matrix, but at the same time, you was created to keep it going.
Right. But not in the way that they're
Right. Not
showing us.
right. They
Right.
they want you to be out there acting a fool so they can, you know what I'm saying, take all your energy.
And that's what a lot of these people don't understand, that they want you to break these buildings down. They want you to rebel. They want you
Yeah.
to do all this wild stuff. That's
Right.
they're getting a reaction out of you. That's what they
Right.
want. They're
Instead of the
controlling.
interaction, right, from within.
Right. And since we're speaking their language, re, we're just, yeah,
It's words or spells.
right. And that's exactly why certain things that people say to you affect you the way that they do.
Right. And even if it ain't nobody saying, you can be listening to a song. Goddamn it, you keep listening to that song saying, I ain't shit. I can't do this. I can't do that. Goddamn it, you gonna manifest it too. So you gotta be careful with what you listening to, what you watching. Um, you gotta guard your ears and eyes, as Ken Billion say.
Right.
So you gotta have that filter over your mind. You can't get, we say open your mind, but you can't. It's like you can't leave your goddamn door wide open all day.
Exactly.
You gotta close that mug, or some will come off in that mug. So, it's different levels to it. Gotta have a balance to it.
Right. So when it comes to spirituality, the reason why a lot of people are stuck in the matrix is because they took that away from us. Am I right? They took.
Uh, I wouldn't say they took it away from her because it's all within, right?
Right.
That's why I said if somebody that has a true soul within them,
Right.
they gonna be able to hear this message, right? Just like some led you to do this interview because you on the frequency, right?
Yes.
You ain't gonna be out here dealing with somebody that's not on your same frequency, not talking the same language that you talking.
Right.
You got people every day. Oh, I'm fully vaccinated. Which one you took? All of this type of stuff, right? I ain't trying to talk to them people because I already know they done. They
Yeah.
can't think for themselves. So when you vibrating high, you gon' have that hunger for knowledge. That's what
Right.
I'm saying. When you got a true soul inside of you, you gonna want something but knowledge. Most people that don't want this knowledge, because they ain't really truly awaken their soul still sleep.
Right.
Soul still sleep. So they rather watch Netflix all day and bull jive and believe whatever these people say. But
Right.
they ain't really getting no true knowledge and wisdom. They just getting information.
Right.
It don't matter if it's false or true. It's still their information. It's not your information. When you believe it, you make it real regardless.
Right. It's what if you truly want something, you would be consistent with it, and
Right. So
yeah.
when I was in church, they was laughing at me. Okay.
Mm,
But then when I started waking up, they started going to church. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's just everybody got their own time, right? Just like
Right.
how you got your alarm clock, you got it set for a certain time to wake you up. So if you gonna keep hitting the snooze button, you gonna go, it's gonna go back off.
Right.
And that's what most people are doing. They can't take spirituality from us because our nature is spiritual. We are spiritual by nature, right?
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. We
It's
spiritual by nature. So they couldn't take it. They just took the the knowledge from us, right? The knowledge and the information from us,
yeah.
right? That's why they got all those books hidden under them in their damn Vatican, right? That's why they Amazon taxing you more for the good books and stuff online, right?
Right. Right.
So it all syncs together because they know knowledge, like they say, knowledge is what?
Infinite.
Knowledge is infinite, right?
Yes.
And so they know it. And we knew it from the get go. We always felt this in our heart and in our soul, but because we always knew it was something special about us, but we couldn't pinpoint it out because we was taught we were slaves and our ancestors weren't shit, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they told us to already kill our confidence anyways.
Right.
We invented dang everything in the past. But now we ain't barely inventing, you got certain people that's tapping into the matrix and you know what I'm saying, doing their thing, but it's supposed to be all of us supposed to be living in our uniqueness and wisdom.
Our own reality.
Yeah, and own
Yeah.
reality and own genius. But they got you dumb. Most people dumbed down to you can't think outside the box. You think that you got to really go out here and work for somebody every day,
Right.
right? And not create nothing for yourself. That's how most people think.
Wow. And that's the thing. It's sad that like I was telling you earlier, like a lot of the older generation that's all they know.
Oh yeah,
It's too late for them to try to
can't teach
create.
an old dog new tricks,
Nope.
especially if they don't want to learn them, right?
Exactly.
But that's what I always had in my heart. So, like I said, just how hungry I was about learning about, what I'm saying, them scriptures in the church. That's how it
Yes.
was when I got turned on to Brother Panic and Uncle Bobby and everybody else, right? And I just started listening. And I was like, man, this is my soul family. I had my blood family. Okay, that we grew up and
Mhm.
grew out, you know what I'm saying, and went our separate ways. Had my
Yeah.
church family. They loved me for a while, but soon I left the church. They stopped calling,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
But when I went in that mug, we love you, you're doing good. Then when I elevated, what I'm saying, ain't no more words from 'em, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Nothing else. But the soul family, see, we connected, we eye to eye, we soul to soul, we mind to mind. And that's what we we really been cut off from our minds because we ain't have to speak no language at one time. We
Exactly.
straight to each other mind. I know what you thinking, you know what I'm thinking.
We would
cut us off.
communicate by sounds. Am I right?
Sounds.
Just
No,
making
I'm talking
sounds.
about telepathy.
Telepathy.
Sounds is when
Okay.
we started we got lower and lower, lower and lower. That's when we started speaking all that bullshit
Yeah.
until we started learning of and manipulating and learning how to speak in this matrix.
Ah.
It's all Babel at the end of the day. The even Bible tell you about the Tower of Babel, right? Because I was zoned out one day and I started listening. I say, man, this stuff ain't nothing but Babel,
Right.
right? On the spiritual realm, but the Babel talk on the spiritual realm is the real language, right?
Wow. Yeah.
That's why they had to take us from learning our, at least our, Yoruba and African language. They
Right.
weren't gonna teach us that in over here,
Oh no.
you know,
Definitely not.
because they know they own little thing is embedded up with they own spells, and if you don't know what the words truly mean, you invoking and creating your reality all around you just by the simple words you say. If you don't know what you're saying, you know what I'm saying. You got to be careful what come out your mouth and what come out your brain.
Right. And it's the same thing. Like I'm Puerto Rican and Colombian, so we were taught to speak Spanish. That
Yeah,
is that wasn't our true language.
right.
That wasn't our language
That's
to
another
begin with.
creative language.
The Spaniards created that language.
Mm-hmm.
And all these the languages that they all speak don't even send a vibration. Am I right?
It's all low vibrational. So
Mm,
uh when our ancestors was using they language,
right.
they would manipulate reality. Right. That's why they told us our people was doing voodoo and all this stuff. Yeah, they was doing it, but it wasn't because of something evil. They was doing it because they knew they was trapped in a reality that they had to manipulate. Right. The mere fact that they had to use magic to get what they needed in life, you know what I'm saying? Gotta show you.
Right.
Because they realized who they was praying to wasn't doing the job. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be waiting on him forever, praying to him. Shit.
Right.
And so that's why they made their own language and started, you know what I'm saying, doing it that way.
Right. So this whole theory where they're talking about zombies and apocalypse and the antichrist coming and all this stuff. What do you believe that actually is? Like I know it's none of that stuff that they're
Yeah,
saying.
that's what they want you to believe. You know, the zombies ain't no literal thing. We talking about the zombies out there are the people that can't think for themselves. They
Ah,
they are
okay.
the walking dead, right?
Mm,
They are the
right.
walking dead because they can't think for themselves.
Mm,
They so stuck in those just, they don't even have their own original mind, first of all, right?
right.
When I realized that, that made me, like I said, have to do a lot of like I say, you brainwash it. So you gotta go wash your brain, literally everything that
Literally.
you've been taught. Everything that you've been taught. And so that's what they talking about when you talk about the zombies and the apocalypse. The apocalypse is the awakening, right?
Hmm.
The revealing. The apocalypse ain't for us, what I'm basically saying.
You're
You
right.
know, and we just here to, right, get through this thing. But we live forever. We live forever.
Right.
Always have. That's why they can't figure out why those pyramids still stand in a day, but a building can collapse in Miami, right?
As is up is below.
As above, so below. As
Yeah.
within, so without.
Right.
It's all happening within us. You know what I'm saying? The apocalypse of the heart. That's
Right.
if you want to talk about something physical, all of this stuff is within your heart. Your heart got to be light as a feather, and they want your heart heavy. They
It's
want
here.
your heart heavy.
Right.
I hear people, man, they just give up, right? They just give up. They done lost all hope.
Right.
But if you got the true supreme being within you, you already know. You already forgiven because you fell into this mess, right? We the only people that's running around here that don't know who we are. Like
Right.
Uncle Bobby said, a dog know who he is. A cat
Right.
know who he is. The white man know who he is. Everybody know who they are, except for us. We got so many damn names over the years. We don't know who he is. Right? If you don't know the knowledge,
Right.
right? We've been called everything in the book. And
It's
now they
like,
trying to make it where they don't want you to have no identity. Right? They
yeah.
want to take the man out of the norm. They want to take the word woman out the norm. They want you to have no gender. What type of people? Because that's their type of God. That's how they God think. He a jealous God. He want everybody to be the same. You better not be different. You better not shine your light in this world of darkness. Right?
Mm.
Because the more you shine your light, the more they hate you.
Right.
Right? Right? But you got people that's pretending out here every day and they get the most love though. So you will know if you from here or not within. And when you know, like we say, be in the world, but not of this world.
Mm.
Okay.
Right. Wow. Wow. So, tell me a little bit about cleansing the aura. How important it is to cleanse your aura.
Oh man, that's a good question.
You
That's
know how, like, for example, like, let's say you're with somebody and you feel like an energy vampire. Like
been there,
yeah, they're
been
draining
there.
your, yeah, with draining your energy. Um, how would what would you how would you go about trying to cleanse yourself from that?
Um, like I said earlier, we in a great time of separation.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're dealing with people that's not right reciprocating the energy that you giving to them, you gonna lose. You gonna lose. You gonna be depressed. You won't be happy with this person. Okay? Because I know you were saying self-love, right?
Yes.
Um, so when it comes to that, cleaning your aura, you gotta have your aura right, right? Because if anything exists, it's your energy,
Yeah.
and your energy lasts forever. But it just like how it lasts forever, they can zap you, and you, man, I'm telling you, you got to do your spiritual baths. You got to keep your energy right, right. And even just with you, like we were saying, your ultimate health, your hygiene, all of this stuff plays a part in your aura, your thoughts, what you eating. So it's very vital
Yes.
because if you vibrating low, that's all you're gonna attract is negative, low, the same people basically. It's gonna be a different person, but the same person in spirit.
Right.
So you got to vibrate higher if you wanna, you know what I'm saying, be around people that's gonna reciprocate that same energy you giving out. If you ain't giving what I'm giving, I can't be around you. Cause I done been manipulated and I know how it feel. When you giving somebody your all your energy and they can't, they look at you like, hey, when it's their time to give, they can't do nothing. That stuff will drain you.
Right.
So yeah, family, y'all guys to keep your aura right. Um, Good place to go get products from is hiddenpowerwellness.com. Get your gold water. You trying to open your pineal or raise your kundalini. For cleansing, you get your parasite annihilation tea from there. And detox. You got to detox. Because if you steady eating all this food that you already know it ain't real. Because you taste it and you feel it in your soul. That's why every time after you eat, you gotta drink something. Because if you
Right.
don't, you'll get the coughing. You'll get the coughing most of that stuff up through the chemicals.
Right.
So yeah, all of that stuff plays a part. But that was a good question, Queen.
Thank you. I honestly, I could keep asking you questions all night.
Yeah.
Like, I'm honestly just trying to learn because a lot of this stuff, certain things I was taught, since my brain isn't fully developed yet, I'm still trying to process all this information and just, just
Yeah,
trying to
but
get
what you mean by your brain not fully developed?
meaning in like I can sit there and take in all this knowledge.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Processing, the processing.
Yeah, it's just
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, see, yeah. See, I wasn't even, what I'm saying, on this, consciousness at that time. 23, you couldn't tell me nothing about this stuff. I didn't want to hear it. So, yeah. But that's what's up. See, I'm 31. When I first got
Ah,
into this knowledge, like I said, it was like 2 years ago. Cause the first little lecture I watched was the God frequency lecture,
the
right?
God frequency lecture. Okay.
Yeah. And the main reason why I was watching it, cause like I said, I already, knew what I knew, but at the same time, I was still halfway in the church. But I'm
Right.
knowing this knowledge. And so by me knowing the knowledge, I had to make a decision because even the Bible say you can't serve two masters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to accept that. But the God frequency conference they did, it was lit. Had B.O.B. in it, Brother
Yeah.
Panic, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It was this my first lecture to my live, besides, watching all the old stuff that was on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it had opened me up, and I was like, bro, because like I said, I felt like I was the only one. But when I
Yeah.
seen B.O.B., somebody that I was looking up to, and
Right.
he was, because they damn near, like I said, blackballed this man when he was just giving people the thought, like, man, what if the earth flat and it's not really round? Just giving them the thought, not telling them it is. He
Right.
just throwing the pictures like,
He was just, just throwing
yeah.
the theory out there.
And so that's why I was like, bro, I know I ain't the only one thinking like this. I always thought this type of stuff, though. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you can't talk about this certain stuff around people.
Right.
It'd be like, man, call the crazy people on this man and get them up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
On the ninth floor. So, it was a lot of stuff that I was experiencing when I was young. I couldn't say nothing. All I could do was
Wow.
just, you know what I'm saying, try to figure it out.
Right.
Right. When I
And
was
you
in the
just kept
church, having
searching and searching.
having all these different visions and seeing all of this stuff coming down before it happened.
Wow.
I'm telling people about all this stuff, telling them something was gonna happen. But then, like I said, in 2019, I already knew. Before they brought that shit over here, I say, man, they about to bring this shit over here. You know what I'm saying? I was telling them about all of them kids that been ending up missing, all of this stuff. Most people didn't even know.
Right.
Amber Alert's still going off today. You know what I'm saying? The Amber Alert's still going off today.
Yeah.
So it don't make sense. None of this stuff makes sense. And so that's why I just had got tired, and I was like, man, I gotta start speaking. Somebody gotta say something. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
For real.
It was kind of like I'm not sure if you know who he is, but I'm pretty sure you do. You know who Pharaoh Aten is?
Yeah.
Young
Young Pharaoh.
Pharaoh? I there was this one post he had, and he was talking about how he was kept saying all this knowledge for years and stuff, been
Yeah. A
posting
lot
it.
of us.
And then he posted a clip of, before anybody calls me a racist or whatever the case may be, no offense, but they called him, he had a white man on there speaking the same things he's been saying over and over for years. And then he has the same people, you know, commenting on his videos and stuff. They were saying he was crazy and just all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he posted this video of this white man explaining all where we come from and all this extra shit,
They believe it.
They believed him.
But that's where we talk about how the mind control goes back to you won't even trust your own people.
Right.
And they telling you the truth, telling you something about to come down the hill. And they still standing there like, what? Nah, man, ain't nothing coming. And you see it coming down. Mm-hmm. So that's the time we in. And so we in a time where it's, you know, it's too late to be waking people up and all that stuff. But yeah, man, I used to listen to Young Pharaoh, all of them, like I said. But I had to get to a point where I actually was, you know what I'm saying, reading myself and researching myself instead of just listening to what everybody else was saying. Had to go find out for myself.
So now that you say that, what things would you recommend I read for me in order to get a little further in depth? So I do know somewhat, but it's like I said, I can only process so much. So.
Right. It's so many books out there, man. It's so many. Right. But when I finally read the Gnostic scriptures, the Nag Hammadi scriptures for myself, that's when, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I read the other little secret books that they was telling me not to read, but when I was like, the Gnostic scripts is what's going
to really that one give more you time.
The Gnostic scriptures, the Gnostic scriptures. Yeah. Okay. And the Gnostics was basically what we call the true Christians, right? They knew that the stuff that these people were saying in the Catholic Church and all these other churches was fake. They was like, yo, it ain't no just one Christ. We all the Christ. Basically, they were saying Christ is a race. It's something that's, you know what I'm saying, within you. It ain't no person. It never was.
Right.
Because the true Christ came down in the form of a light to come down within you to save you.
Right.
Right. The Christ is this knowledge we speaking right now, the consciousness we speaking right now. It's not a person. So they got our people caught up into the image of a fake. You know what I'm saying? Of a fake.
An imaginary God.
Right. And the Gnostics was saying, nah, we know the truth. We down here trapped down this mug.
Oh, shit.
Because of a fake creator. Right? But it's all within us, right? It's all your ego at the same time. That's the killing part.
Right.
That's why we say the enemy ain't outside of us. The enemy ain't Donald Trump. The enemy ain't Joe Biden.
The enemy's inside of us.
Right. Because if we was all thinking in our right mind, like Brother Penny say, we can make them all disappear if we really wanted to. But what most people won't, they won't, you know what I'm saying? They want to be like the white man. Right. And it's sad. And at one point, I used to hate myself because they had me hate myself. Now, the consciousness, I love myself. I love black people.
Honestly, I actually was to that point where you were saying, they had you believe that you hate yourself. As far as me, you know, I told you I'm Puerto Rican and Colombian. To know that they captured and raped and pillaged my people, and to know that their blood is inside of me.
All our people.
Right.
Right. And so it's down to the T. Down to the T.
And then they created this narrative.
Only doing what they had to do, though. You know, we got to look at both sides. They was doing only what they had to do because they knew. Right. This reality is all they got.
Right.
Right. Because the real realm that we going to, they know they can't exist there.
No. And they're, am I right or wrong? They're the baby race, am I right? Like basically, like
The youngest on the
yeah,
earth, basically. You
yeah,
know what I'm
that
saying?
yeah,
We the oldest around here, you know, the oldest. And that's how, that's why most of our people stuck in what level, because we done been coming down here so long, we done did it all. What else can we really do? Right? What all that marching gonna do?
right,
Right? Nothing. They gave us another holiday. Nothing. No
right,
reparations. But these people over here that believe in all of these sick stuff, y'all gave them reparations. They got more laws than us. You better not talk about nobody in the LG. You better not talk about nobody in the LG. They gonna sue you
hell
or
yeah,
take you to jail. You better not talk about these Asian people over here. They gonna sue you or take you to jail. But what we got? Nothing.
nothing,
Nothing but this knowledge. And that's the only way we got. That's it. All we got is us. Ain't nobody. Our friends. All we got is us.
literally.
That's it.
Wow.
And so those that, like I said, that's on the frequency, I'll be appreciated. Like I said, most of the times, I'm like Gates. I'm talking to myself in this
Right,
book.
right,
Talking to myself, like, man, how we gonna get up out of here, man? How we gonna change this thing? Because if we don't change it, it's gonna go on in 2022, 2023. It's gonna go on for the next 10 years,
so
right? Why
on and
you
so
think they
forth.
bringing you a whole new version of it? Only
Right,
19 the variant. Oh, now y'all want to put a new name on the bottle. What?
right,
It's crazy. It's crazy until the point where you guys to be tired. You gotta be tired. And the mere fact that people that not showing that you ain't tired let you know they still holding on. You gotta, what we say, what would the church say? Let go and let God. You gotta let go, right?
right.
You gotta let go.
You
And
gotta
not
let you
and
gotta let
not
go of your ego. Gotta let it
Yeah, and
go.
that's what I'm saying, because I want to get it right, because I don't, because when Uncle Bobby say you gotta let go, we ain't talking about how these people out here talking about they just losing our hope. No, we
Right.
already know the mere fact that we can look around and see what's going on. We know something greater is going on within
Exactly.
us, and we going to a greater place. Because this gotta stop right here.
For
This
real.
went too far.
It went way too far.
Yeah, and the mere fact that
Honestly,
they
it
telling you a lot of people finna die. You better take it. It's gone. You better believe the opposite of what they saying. Shit.
that's why they getting it to you. They trying to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. And that's
Yeah.
what people don't understand. Like they don't give a damn about you.
Not on that level.
No, not at
They
all.
give they give enough to keep you in slavery, into mental slavery, right? But
Right.
the next one is spiritual slavery. And if you don't know how to wake up that energy in you, you won't be locked down probably for the rest of your turn your life,
Mhm.
stuck down here in the matrix.
And it's also sad that people don't know how to live naturally, like how people used to live back then. Now,
And not even naturally, it's just, just being able to, what I'm saying, know when to, give your pockets a break sometime, right?
right?
Give your pockets a break sometimes. Just learn how to pay them bills and just stack that money up for a little while.
Self
And
control.
you know what I'm saying, not indulge and keep consuming off of everything and giving them your money right back. That's why I'm like, dang, how all these people still going to Vlad TV? And he's showing you what's going down. All of this madness going on. They still going on there. Because that's what they want.
Right.
Right? They want to fit in with them. Right? Now, if you on my side, cool, and you ain't one of those fake that be hitting that smile, but you know in the back of your mind you don't really like me, I ain't.
No.
But it's get to a point, like we said, we in the great separation. Great separation is upon us, and you gotta know who to separate from.
Right. That's so crazy. What advice do you have for young people like me who are trying to really trying to get in, not just get in tune with themselves, but just trying to learn all this knowledge and dealing with COVID and stuff. Like, what
Yeah.
advice do you have?
My best advice when all of the madness around you, just learn how to breathe, right? Find something that you love
Mhm.
and stay focused on it. You keep looking out there with these two eyes, eventually you gonna go crazy.
Right.
You gotta get to a point where you just, you know what I'm saying? You know what's out there, you know what's going on, but as I said earlier, you don't let it affect you emotionally.
Right.
But when it comes to spirituality, go to the hiddenpowerwellness.com, get your gold water, get your platinum, get your iridium. The iridium is what old boy was drinking in the Black Panther movie. Right? All of this stuff is real, but they don't want you to know it.
Right.
Right? All of this stuff is real. They don't want you to know how truly powerful you are.
Right.
Right? Stay connected with those that's on the frequency and separate from those that still talking like they ain't got no sense.
Right.
Right? You might love these people. You might known them your whole life, but they gotta choose their own side. Everybody choose their own path.
Right.
And this path, you own it at a young age. Cause I was like, man, if I was on this thing by 23, yeah, it'll be way, man,
Different.
it'll be way different.
Right. A
Cause
lot
I'm the
different.
one that brought this stuff to the whole light. Like me and Cuzzo, we was the ones bringing it to Facebook and Instagram when everybody else was like, y'all, man, y'all don't supposed to be posting that stuff on. I was like, I didn't give a damn. I just wanted people to know the knowledge that was, that wanted to know. All the other people that want to argue with me, I let them people to say what they gotta say and no hard feelings. Cause you can't wake none of these people up that's pretending to be
Right.
asleep.
Right. I just want to say I appreciate you coming on the show. I appreciate the fact that you actually answered everything I asked to the T. And I appreciate it. It opened my eyes a little bit more, and I'm definitely going to be looking at a lot of stuff up and actually reading and fully in depth understanding it and being able to process it.
Right. And yeah, you can Google Brothers Penny book list. He got all that stuff on in one list. Cause it's so, like I said, it's so many books. I'll be up here all night
I'll be
telling all the
damned.
books. There's like what people be like, yo, which video this was from? I be like, dude, do you know how many videos I watch a day? I said, man, I don't know the names of them.
Right.
I just try to, I try to and take the information so I can be able to share it with other people as well, right? In my own way.
Right. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I do want to have you return to my show. I'm
I
definitely
got
gonna.
you.
I would love to come on your show sometime.
Oh yeah, that's a definitely, because hey, it's all love.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, it's your girl Riah X, and I had the Galactic Human. Thank you so much for coming on to the show. He will be returning, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night.
Y'all have a bless. But I'm gonna just be blunt with y'all today. you are not really conscious. You are not really woke if you still believe that you need a leader, if you still believe you need a religion. You know what I'm saying? Because you get to a certain point of this consciousness. Like me, a year ago, I was listening to these videos every day, you know, all these different lecturers every day. Until now, I'm at a level where now when I'm hearing the videos that I haven't heard, it's like I heard it before. Why? Because once you become your consciousness, you understand that it's only now. You understand that when that video, you know what I'm saying, you was watching and it felt like you already heard it before, it's because you have. You know what I'm saying? And just look at what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's so much, you know, but don't nobody want to really dig off into it and believe it, you know what I'm saying? Because the first level of consciousness is awareness, all right? You're aware of what's going on in the world and what's going on in your life and your body and so on and so on. Then the second level is trying to make your mind believe what you are studying. Then the third level is the level of knowing. You already know. So when I'm hearing these videos now, it's like I already heard it before because I've already been taught this knowledge. You have already been taught it. But you gotta convince your ego of this. Your ego don't want you to know nothing. The God of this world don't want you to know the true knowledge. And so you just still a little baby if you still believe that you need a leader or you still need religion. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? It's time to cut your cords. You plugged into, you got a lot of stuff plugged into you and it's draining your energy. It ain't feeding you energy. It's just real. You already know we the truth.